Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It's been reported that both victims of the London Bridge stabbing of November 29th were University of Cambridge students. And notice the gematria of University of Cambridge, 322. They released the first victim's name, Jack Merritt, on November 30th, the day after the attack, which was also the one-year anniversary of the death of George Herbert Walker Bush, who was a member of Skull and Bones, which identifies by the number 322. He died 11/30. 11 plus 30 equals 41. He was the 41st president. Skull and Bones in gematria equals 41. Years earlier, you had the death of Paul Walker, who one of his earliest movies was about Skull and Bones. He drove a red Porsche in that movie, like how he died in a red Porsche. So just think about this. On the anniversary of one of the most infamous members of Skull and Bones, you get the story of the death of a University of Cambridge student, and then they come out and say the other victim also went to University of Cambridge, 322. Of course, March 22nd, 2017, you had the Westminster attack, which was another mass stabbing story. And I thought it might be interesting to look how many days it was from March 22nd to November 29th. Happened to be a span of 983 days, which is the 166th prime number. Secret Society equals 166, which Skull and Bones is. And again, Skull and Bones. 15 new members each year. Each of these members go into powerful positions in the world, in media, and government. Think about the 2004 U.S. election, which was between Bush and Kerry, both members of Skull and Bones. And to think that we have anything anywhere near a democracy or that our votes are legitimate. We are controlled by the elite, and this is how the cabal operates, by the Kabbalah code known as gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words and using this code in accordance with dates in the calendar year. Cambridge also has some other standout gematria. 62 like Mason, 44 like Kill, 181 the 42nd prime Freemason 42, 55 like Satan. No doubt these secret societies that do this are absolutely satanic and in service to Satan. Again, final book of the Bible, Synagogue of Satan. So we covered Jack Merritt the other day. In case you missed that, we can go back to what stood out about Jack Merritt, the 25-year-old Cambridge graduate. This was the first name they put out. Again, the attack was on a date with 79 numerology. Jack Merritt, 79. London Bridge is 79. Murder, 79. It came 79 days after the anniversary of September 11th. London Bridge equals 119, like the date 11/9 for September 11th. On that same day, slightly related, you had the stabbing of a star football player in the U.S. on the same day as the stabbing in London, Terrell Pryor, whose name equaled 79, and when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, 74, like stabbing in London, 74. As for Jack Merritt being 25 years old, November 29th, 2019 also had 25 date numerology. Jack, death, and London are all 25. So Jack Merritt was the first suspect named, and then the next was Saskia Jones, 23. Hardly believable name. You add their ages together, 23 plus 25, 48. Hoax, propaganda, false flag, they all sum to 48. This is the image the media put out of Saskia Jones. I didn't change this image one bit. This is exactly what the image looks like of Saskia Jones. Believable, huh? And notice it's like this in false flag incident after false flag incident. Blurry images, nonsensical names. I mean, whose name's Saskia? Let's be honest. Her name has some standout gematria as well. 123 like conspiracy, 33 like false flag, 174 like false flag. New World Order is also 174. Think about George Herbert Walker Bush, who couldn't usher the phrase enough. 75, also like New World Order, like Order Out of Chaos. Saskia 60, like Police. Saskia 102, like Police. 48, we just talked about. 63, like Terrorism. Remember, the last London Bridge attack was June 3rd, 6-3. It was blamed on Kumar Butt, a name that equals 63. So, again and again, same old stuff. Old-looking images, silly names. 174 was encoded in the name Saskia Jones. Remember, one of the earliest headlines, Terror Attack, emphasized. Terror Attack 174, like False Flag, like New World Order. Don't forget Herbert Walker's wife, Barbara, probably Aleister Crowley's daughter, died on 17/4, April 17th. Aleister Crowley, a practitioner of Kabbalah and Gematria, has several books on the subjects. In light of Gematria and Kabbalah being Jewish, don't forget this headline from October 6, 1940 from the New York Times. New World Order pledged to Jews. October 6, 1940 was a date with 75 numerology. New World Order equals 75. By the way, did you see this tool recently put out a video on the New World Order, and he did it on the day leaving 75 days left in the year? Ask yourself, how does his channel stay up in light of talking about subject matter that gets everybody else's channels taken down? You know, the guy that looks like Kurt Cobain's transgender sister. Also, just a reminder, Usman Khan, the supposed perpetrator, his name 102 and 30, like Police 102 and 30. Usman 68, like Terror. Khan 74, like London, like Stabbing, like Killing, like Jewish, like Occult, like Masonic, like the name of the mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. Again, we talked about how the stabbing was 52 days after Sadiq Khan's birthday, on a date with 52 numerology. Government 52, Authority 52, Kabbalah 52, Gematria 52, the Cabal 52, etc. So, just wanted to make sure everybody was up on the latest headlines. Again and again, when you know the code, you can see through the propaganda. Till next time.